Now, The Guardian is reporting that Dick Cheney is regaining power and on the precipice of, well, it's not necessarily on the precipice, but on his way back to convincing George Bush that they should attack Iran.
Yeah, that before sort of Robert Gates and first Condoleezza Rice, and then augmented by Robert Gates, saying no, we can't attack Iran. That we can't even really be thinking about that. Yeah, okay, all options on the table. We got to find a diplomatic solution to this, and we got to press forward with that at all costs. That we had learned at the time, and obviously disappointed Dick Cheney and the 11 neocons who essentially run U.S. foreign policy. But now the balance of power has shifted. Again, to repeat, following an internal review among the White House, Pentagon, and State Department, and that they resolved to do something about Iran in the last 18 months. Vice President has long favored, of course, upping the threat of military action. It says here, but at a meeting at the White House, Pentagon, and State Department last month, so just in June, Cheney expressed frustration at the lack of progress, and Bush sided with him.
Of course.
The reason Bush sided at him, it says, sided with Cheney, it says here, is that Cheney spoke last.
Okay, let me explain a couple of things. First of all, Condoleezza Rice is no match for Dick Cheney. And what did I tell you, man? How many times do I have to be damn right? Look, I said, people are like, Dick Cheney's, we're going to have Michael Hirsch on the show, and he said it a lot too. And we'll talk to him about it, okay? Oh, no, Dick Cheney's lost power. Yeah, he's lost influence. He's done. His influence is done.
Well,
okay. As long as he's in office, his influence isn't done by a long shot. Now, who do you think is going to outplay one another? You think Cheney's going to outplay Condoleezza Rice, or Condoleezza Rice is going to outplay Dick Cheney? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Dick Cheney's going to outplay Condoleezza Rice. So, and we even outlined it for you. We knew exactly what he was going to do. We said Condoleezza Rice is going to say, hey, let's do diplomacy. Then Cheney's going to put one thing in there that's going to make diplomacy impossible. And he did. And in this case, it was Iran has to agree to all of our conditions before we negotiate with them.
Well, that was always. But yeah.
Okay, so no, that was the one great trick. And then Rice couldn't get beyond that. So now there's no diplomacy. There's no negotiations. Then he goes to Bush, and then he does the second trick. Everybody talks, and Cheney always talks last. Why? We heard this from a White House official way early on in the first term. Bush always does the advice of the guy who talks to him last, because he's a moron. You know what? They did diplomacy in North Korea, and what happened? Right? Because North Korea doesn't have oil, so Cheney didn't care. He never really wanted to attack it in the first place. He's like, it doesn't have oil. Why would I care about North Korea, please? And you know what they did? They did diplomacy instead. It worked awesome. They just shut off the reactor.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. If you do negotiations and diplomacy, it turns out you get results.